Okay. Okay, my friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome to this video. Let me just drink that coffee a bit. Very good. Welcome to the video. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I think I need to scale myself down a little bit. Don't you think so? If I go ahead, scroll down all the way over here, and I change the size. Ooh, that's not right. Do I have like an official size? Huh. Yes, I do. 0.7, 0.7, 0.7. Because, you know, if it's not your real face, you can do all kinds of things like this. You can do all kinds of things like that. Okay. A little clunky, but it is what it is. Okay. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Fico. We do have in Latvia a place called Fika, which is the most awesome cake factory of all time. Okay. I also feel like it's taking the camera input way too much, like really a lot, you know. Let's drag these down. These should work. Oh. Position follow? Oh yes, there we go, there we go. I see the difference. Are there names like this in Latvia? No, Fico is not a name that I know. In the LV. It's definitely not a name that I know. You know, man, I'm really thinking about what to do because they did buff the bastionbreaker, but I don't want to F things up, you know. John Cena. No, we don't have John Cena. We do have John, which is Giannis. And that's the most popular name, but, you know, they kind of, it stopped being popular because it was popular, you know, as it goes. As it usually goes. I am really confused now. What does Riot want me to do with this new patch? What do they want me to do with it? Do they really want me to do the classic rabble rouser? They want you to stop playing Yorick. Well, when the classic comes out, I think I'm gonna stop playing Yorick for a bit. A lot of people ask me, hey man, you're gonna play classic. What are you gonna play in classic? I have an answer. I'm gonna play Singed and Gragas and Cho'Gath. And I will show you the builds I used to do back in the day, which I think were quite good, but they all got nerfed. It's gonna depend heavily what items exist, because if they have the corrupting potion on all kinds of stuff like that, then it's gonna be okay. It's just a gold buff. Well, it's a little bit under 10% gold buff, and it is a damage buff from 30 to 50. So, you know, what do they want me to do? By the way, active penalties, it's not like I did anything huge to get this. What happened was, long story short, let me draw it. Lobby, whoa, what is this? That is definitely not, oh, the D button, yeah. Long story short, what happened was, this is me. And I was assigned a different role, so I left the lobby, right? And that's why this penalty appeared. Oh, you don't see the thing. Or do you see the thing? You don't see the thing, man. It's a little bit sad, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I was drawing a cube face. Penalties are a sign that you're actively playing games. Yeah, but it's a sign that you did something wrong. Now, I wouldn't say that I did something wrong because I was assigned a role that I didn't want to play. Oh, actually, no, it was the other way around. I was assigned the right role, but Nami, and I remember this because I play so few games these days, Nami banned Yorick. Hello, Mike. Hello, Sancho.
Fear not. I will make use of your corpse.
Bum 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 bum. By the way, fans of my real Yorick face, I am very close to getting it back. I just need to work a little bit more. Those of you who know Adobe products like After Effects, Photoshop, and Character Animator, you know that they have this very specific way of doing the puppet warp. And they basically take a silhouette out of whatever you want. Let's say you have your face. And they sort of like triangulate it so that you would be able to warp it. Kind of hard to describe if you don't know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, interesting. It is the lock-in. Ah, man, I can't do that. I'm sorry. Sorry, no can do. Need farm mid. Hello, X-Laser. X-Laser. Oh, I'll call you that. By the way, the top Xin Zhao, who was OP, just never was OP, right? I made that video where I had the game against him, but it turned out that it just wasn't OP, you know? Because it never made it to the ranked games as far as I saw. But, yeah. So my plan is to buy Bastionbreaker as soon as possible, except for as the first item, because I believe you cannot buy it as the first item. It's just, you just cannot do it. You cannot do it. Look at this loading speed, man. Ever since I installed League of Legends on my SSD, things have become better. Better. B-E-D-A. Bastionbreaker. Now, what I like about Bastionbreaker is that it is the cheapest item that gives you 22, which is kind of insane if you think about it. But the problem is that it has literally no value apart from you just, you know, pushing and endangering yourself after a successful run. Now, I yapped, so I forgot to place the word. It's all good. Now, this guy, by the way, he going to smack me. There's almost no way he's not going to smack me. Okay. Well, okay, I smacked him. You know, I don't mind doing this. Look at this, look at this. This is something that even Akshan can't do. He just has to hit you, and that's it. You can't get away anymore. Okay. And that's how I entered the first ever game against him. He was OP, definitely. He was like insanely OP. He was insanely OP when I played first time against him. I just didn't. I had no idea about the damage, and I entered away. Now he's pinging like mad right now, probably. He's pinging like mad because, you know, here's the way these games go. If I end up winning mid, he's gonna blame the jungler for not ganking a flashless Yorick. As if not having a flash is some sort of a disability, you know? Okay. Need to do this. I do like the sound effects on him, though. I usually hate the sound effects of mid lane mages. I think up there is Victor, and then maybe the absolute worst one of all time is Ahri, like that super expensive Ahri skin. All of her sound effects are awful. I don't know. Maybe when you play her, you feel awesome, but I personally dislike it big time. There we go. Guys, can you smack him? Get me my electrocute stack on that? I don't know much. Okay. I'll take these, don't you worry. Okay. Nasus on the top is in the jungle. I cannot word that, I'm sorry. Oh, actually I can, but I don't know, man. You know, Aatrox is asking for vision. He's a jungler, you know. So you should respect his sort of like want for vision. Whoops, careful. He's playing a little bit too aggressive, so I gotta step back a bit, you know. Okay, Hoodoo. Hoodoo Mama Juju. There he is. Oh God. Oh Lord. What you doing? Man, I'm really afraid of Lee Sin. That's why I kind of nibbled out there. Only no flash on mid lane because top lane is too long to be run down. It is. I think it's the opposite. I think in the top lane it's even better because. Oh no. Oh.
Worth or Unga Bunga.
Yeah. He got that exact thing that I was afraid of.
Bunga, bunga.
I think it's the other way around for top lane, because in the top lane, if they overextend, it's much easier to go.
100% voted Unga Bunga. Verdict Unga Bunga.
Boom. Boom. So if you catch the, you know, Azap used to talk about this, like this line, invisible line. Okay. And if you catch the opponent over that invisible line, man, this guy's getting some stuff. Lords.
Worth or Unga Bunga.
A little bit of Unga Bunga. A little bit of Unga Bunga, honestly. I'll take it, though. If they give me the... What is it called? The treasure hunter.
No votes.
Oh no. He effed himself up big time there. He really effed himself up big time there. And one of the things about this particular build is that you can't really do this in the top lane very often, because top lane is really dialed in of winning those 1v1s, you know? What are you doing, bro? Okay. Zillion picker, he says. And is picking Zillion a disability or something? Why is he using that as a flame? What is the buff? They changed the gold value of this and they made it a little bit stronger. The F is this? What was that? So it could maybe be a little bit more cost efficient to do a little bit of that smacking. Because I always avoided that item because it's just, you know, what am I doing when I'm buying it? It has no value apart from like, it's very similar to this item. It has no value and it's like stats and you kind of think, carry me guys, you know, something like that. Have you tried Opus with Blender MCP? No, I have not. I hear that Blender MCP can do a lot of things. Oh man, he's gonna... Guys, it's 4 mid. What am I even... You know... What am I even...
Or unga bunga.
What am I even fighting here? I guess I should... maybe get these? I think I have to save the gold. Okay.
One 100% voted unga bunga.
One thing I don't understand. One thing I don't understand about the Blender MCP is what is it doing with that MCP? Is it like wiring nodes and stuff? Or is it generating actual meshes? Okay. Can I spawn ghouls here? Nah, it's too far. Okay. And also I feel like Opus is not really... Okay. Opus is really not the thing to focus on there because it's like it's not really that good of a model. You know, I tried it and it was slow and, you know, again, it was really, really hard to tell if it's like, you know, when you have a task and obviously when you're, let's say you have a task where you rename a folder. Of course, when you rename a folder, you don't... What's he doing? When you rename a folder, of course it is an overkill to use Opus. And the question is, where's the line? And I don't know how to find the line, honestly. They say that cursor, for example, it's like the harness. Not the harness, but yeah, I guess it's a harness. It is, their goal is to kind of, that's one of the unsolved problems. How to find out where is it an overkill, you know? And whoever solves that problem is going to be a rich man, woman, child. Moving vertices faces along. GPT 5. Sol, when I used it, I was very happy. Yes. It really, the meme that they say that it is willing to work longer, not longer specifically, but it's willing to do the job and to not stop. It is really true. It is really, really true that it's doing that. Because all of Claude's models have this problem where they stop way too soon, and it's really annoying. It really eats minutes out of your day. And, okay, Zillion is missing. They all are missing, actually. This guy's having probs when he's alone, but he's not having probs when he has his family. Okay. I don't know, Mr. Zerat. Mr. Zerat, I don't know what to do. The rat? Zerat? There's already ways to delegate stuff to inferior models based on prompts. I don't know. They don't. Very often they don't. Try it. Ask it to rename a folder and watch Opus do it. I don't know, because if I have to prompt it, I'm losing time. And you might think, oh man, he's too lazy to prompt it. Yeah, because I don't wanna say, like, change the name of this folder and then use another sentence and say use an inferior model to do it. It's I don't know. I haven't seen like a very good workflow of this, and it might be my fault, but I don't think it is. My grandmother would call this situation pigs with lice. Whoops. Man, really, really sad. I think we need to push this. Just because I'm here. I hope that he's not going to be mad. He is mad. You know, if he hadn't pinged me, I would have tried to give him the CS. But now I tried to farm it as fast as possible. If he's flaming me, guys, we all know what he wants. It was a macro decision by me, but it looks like he just wants me to farm this. Those are the rules of the channel, I'm sorry. Those are the definite rules of the channel. I could actually sit here, honestly.
What's going on?
Okay. No, don't do that. Oh, they are OP. I forgot. They're OP. This Xin Zhao is so incredibly wrong that it is even hard to begin to explain how wrong he is, so I'm not going to waste time on that question. Okay. You can set up the model. I don't know. Do you actually do it? Do you have like a clear example of how to do that? Because I know that you can theoretically set it up, but the big problem is that the more instructions you give it, the worse it is, you know? And, okay. Why is he so, why is he so fast? I can't stay. He's gonna win. He's gonna win this one. Because the more you kind of bloat the context, the worse it is. And it needs to, in my opinion, it needs to be sort of like ingrained in the model itself that that's going to happen. Oh.
Worth or Unga Bunga?
Actually, a little bit of Unga Bunga this time. Didn't have my things. You know what? Let's get this and this. And now we can start blasting. You can just vibe code an MCP. Again, it's extra instructions.
100% voted Unga Bunga.
Man, this needs to be a little bit.
Verdict Unga Bunga.
The verdict needs to be at least 50% lower volume. The vote verdict. It's like the more I just, whenever you add instructions to these models, they are very, very likely to ignore them the bigger the context is. So in my opinion, that's completely unacceptable. It has to be some sort of a situation where there's either another model who doesn't have like anything to do with the task, and it's just only delegating, something like that, then yes. But if it's like, if you're trying to do it in the model itself, whoops, careful. I don't know, I have seen problems all the time. I've seen problems all the time. He's growing out of the box. Guys, you're overusing Ozempic. You're overusing Ozempic. Okay. Okay. Careful. How did that not catch him? Should have nicked him. Careful, careful, careful. Somebody's TPing for no reason. No, I can't. I'm gonna die as well. Okay. Interesting choice. Let me just go ahead and leave this ARAM match. Wow, that was close. There's a restart of the engine because of the volume change. And almost died. Almost died because of that. Okay. Whoops, man, I don't have the ult. So if she gets her ult back, I could die here. So I need to be a little bit respectful. You know, a little bit respectful of the dead. Oonga boonga. Okay. So we can start getting down to business, I think. We can start getting down to business here. Thus far, by the way, as an item, bastionbreaker has been a total bait because I simply never ever use it. Okay, very careful here. I wonder if I can do the rabble rousing. Oh, okay. Well, I was about to say that it turns out that you can drive it, but no. Okay. I do think that the bastionbreaker, though, it works on E, which is kind of interesting. The engine's gonna work soon, don't you worry. It's a classic problem. She might try to use her ult here. Okay. Smacked. Okay. They just take the easy money and leave. They just take the easy money and leave. Bum, 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 ba-dum. Man, something's really not working. Okay. Yeah, it keeps crashing. Okay. I need to get out of here as soon as possible. Who would have thought that a simple volume change will crash the engine for like 20 minutes? Well, you're watching the stream of the person who knew that, who has been experiencing that a lot. Now, apparently this is the way you should do it. You bait somebody, then you muscle them down, and then you use the sabotage on the nearest tower once you get it, right? But the problem is that the sabotage is not that strong of a thing even. I've noticed that it's just not that strong. Oh, there she goes. Interesting. Is Locke gonna be the one who's gonna get smacked or what? Is anybody even gonna get smacked? I think Ambessa is gonna be the one who's gonna get smacked here. Okay, Victor might be the one who's gonna get smacked. Maybe nobody. Okay. Okay, now is the time to play the game. They really want the soul, but they might give the Nexus for it. They might give the Nexus for it. Nah, they won't give the Nexus, there's no way. Who's recalling out of all of them? No one. Well, Ambessa is recalling. I need to muscle him down immediately. Okay. Okay. Does this thing work on inhibitors? Let's see the damage there. Boom. Well, I guess it does a lot of damage, but it's not that great. I think the bigger part of this item is the lethality and the like the slap that you can do with it. Okay, I need to read the chat, which is a natural way to read the chat, except, you know, not relying on the engine. Right? Any update on look at the screen? I'm eager to start going Office Space on the same filing cabinets. The update is that, yes, it is currently, I would say if everything goes great, in 3 or 4 days, there's going to be a demo. So you're going to be able to go smash the cabinets. You will be able to
You
go
already
smash
won
them.
like 3 out of 10.
I'm sorry about this. This is Twitch. Smash the cabinets. Okay, finally it works. It's better on teeth as it has a lot of resistances. Huh, that's a good point. I never thought about it from that. From that POV. Yeah, it's about the look at the screen. Am I streaming on Twitch? Yes. Yeah, there's nothing, nothing special I can say about it. It's just it takes a long time to build something that I believe to be a playable demo. So, and since I early on locked into the idea that everything is destructible, then I need to kind of, fulfill that promise. So, whenever I add anything to the game, it takes a very long time to make it work with the physics. So the filing cabinet is a good example of a very successful... I don't know if you have seen how the filing cabinet actually looks like when I shoot it. But it looks very good compared to a lot of other stuff in the game. So there's a very big difference between the way the cabinet is destroyed and the desk is destroyed. And then, for example, I add a refrigerator, right? And in the refrigerator, there's going to be all kinds of snacks. And obviously, the snacks are going to be you're going to be hungry. So you got to go get the snacks. So the refrigerator needs to be there. But since I locked into the idea that all of the game is going to be completely destructible, the refrigerator immediately needs to be destructible. So it takes a lot of time to dial that all of that in. But, it's all good. It's a classic game developer situation. I seem to be addicted to sugar and ice cream, cookies and cream. Why not? I think they're designed. That's their purpose. Where'd you get all of these songs? It's all perfect. These ones... I don't even remember. All I can tell you is that they're CC0 license. I think some of them were from Pixabay. Unity Diff, Unreal Gap. It is actually a custom game engine, so it is moving faster than with Unity, because Unity has this very, very annoying process of recompiling things all the time. So I just went ahead and I said, Unity, go F yourself, go F your 30%, because they take 30% obviously. Or do they take it only after 1 mil? I don't know. By the way, please follow me on X, studio_G4H. Studio_G4H, Games for Humans. If you want to know about the progress of the game, I've been a little bit lazy there, but I will post progress there. More and more. I gotta say, I dislike Discord heavily. I think Discord, I know a lot of people use it, but I feel like it's like a platform that doesn't have it's more like a messenger, and I feel like, okay, why do we have a messenger? I know that game developers usually have that for the community, but that's what the Steam page is for. On the Steam page, you can write posts, you can write all kinds of updates, you can write reviews, which is like a huge thing. So I really kind of don't like the Discord. Dave, what are you doing? Immediately making me fat. Bum, 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 bum. The crashes seem to have something to do with League itself, I feel like. But we'll see. Let's let Grok work on in the background while we farm. There's a reason why I sometimes call these streams farm coding. Man, Jesus, what the F is going on? I can't... Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. She got some free damage there. Although it's probably not that bad. Okay. She will all in here, I think. But I'm gonna... There's gonna be a little bit of surprises coming her way. Especially if I get that E. Is your computer slow? The computer is not slow, it's just that... These bugs, man. These bugs. XYZ showing again. Yeah, you know, if it keeps crashing, it's gonna show again and again. One of the unfortunate things about Yorick, by the way, which I have never ever said, which is true, is that his level 3 is a horrible spike. It's not even a spike. It's more like a down. Well, if you level up Q, then it's not down. Whoops. Man, I can't. You know, this early game is horrible because of all of the engine stuff. Okay. Finally, Rabble roused her a bit. I have hit 0 E's. And I somehow am, I would say, kind of ahead in the lane. Well, not anymore. Okay. Zero E's gameplay. Bum 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 bada bum bum bum. Finally. Okay. Okay. Why is Nasus quivering in the bushes? In them bushes. She should flash, actually. I don't know why she doesn't. Whoops. I'll blame all of this on that engine restart that happened right when she attacked me. I'm actually kind of mad about that. That was really good that she did that. I should remember more often that there are these champions who cannot not push. And, you know. Okay. And you gotta make them push. Mr. Darius, please don't feed her. Please, Mister. Mr. Darius. We believed in you. Hello, Warriors. Warriors. Don't know what that means. It's almost like a warrior, but, okay. But not really. Okay. I do want to go back, but I'll stay just because I got level 6, and level 6 is overpowered against mages. As you can probably tell. What is happening there? Okay. I hope he knows what he's doing. I'll trust him. Bluff. Didn't have enough mana for that. Okay. Man, such a zero ease gameplay. Wario from Super Mario Brothers. Oh. Man, Super Mario was one of the first games I played, along with Doom. I think at the same time I had Doom and Mario. And when I was a kid, what's interesting when I remember... Whoopsie daisies, what are you doing? When I was a kid, man, she almost died. All of the games felt incredibly serious. Even the 2D, like, side-scroller games like Mario, it felt very serious. And when you went into the dungeon or when you went into the Waterland, it felt very scary, you know? Hopefully she's not back in time to, you know, F me up. She's about here. Mr. Darius B. Inton. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Okay. Who has a bigger poke? She or me? Okay. Nasus is ending now. The F is this? Kind of unexpected, I gotta say. Not welcome and unexpected. Gangplank farming from afar. Hello, Tuna. Now, Mr. Dog is ganking bot, which I believe means that he's either going to be low. Actually, no. Careful. He's not that low. It means that I just ward his jungle just to see what's up, you know. There we go. There's that Gromp. I think they're going for the dragon now. We can't do much about that because our jungler is behind and our bot lane is behind. And the mid lane doesn't have Maiden, which means that mid lane is also behind. I don't know what the Darius boy be doing. Darius is causing trouble. I don't even know why this Ahri is trying so hard to use her abilities on him. He's just like a walking, you know, there are those kebab shops and There's this like spinning cone of meat, you know? That's Darius right now in this game. The only difference with that kebab shop is that kebab shop is stationary usually. But this guy's walking around. And, you know, being a spinning piece of meat there. You know, I don't really appreciate him doing that. But we'll see, you know, we'll see. We have, by the way, the kebab era has been is over now, because there was a time in Riga where a lot of people opened kebab shops and people got tired of them. And what's funny right now is that they still keep opening these kebab shops. Whoops, okay. Should have done it. Should have, you know, gotten the flash out of her. A lot of people are still opening them, but they keep... There's one right... I've talked about this. There's this kebab shop right under my window. And they just keep going bankrupt again and again. And now there's another kebab spinning right over there. Man, we have 2 kebabs. Apparently I was supposed to kind of, you know, go in there and also become a spinning cone of meat. I don't know. She's a wake up dog. She's... Come on. Stop int. Oh man. It is, by the way, those of you who don't know, you shouldn't say any more than stop int, because otherwise she's gonna start typing. Let's say please, because otherwise she thinks that I've talked about this before. You have to create the sort of like understanding in them that you don't really either speak English or you don't give a F. So that, okay, so that the conversation is really quick and you just show them who's the boss and then you hit them with that question mark over there. Okay. Okay. Does she have it? There we go. We do have one winning lane, so we could smash the Nexus through that. Although we do have Swain, who's also kind of ahead. We'll see. I'll get that one plate, I think, from the ghouls. I don't need to endanger myself too much. So in my opinion, that's the way you communicate with hostile teammates. You didn't want to become a mobile kebab shop there with Karma. No, I did not. No, I did not. By the way, I got 2 plates for some reason. I don't know how, but I did. Nasus, by the way, is overpowered with that item. It's absolutely, absolutely horrifyingly overpowered. A kebab shop. I'm becoming one. I am becoming one. Do I need to load up that question mark here? It's just to show who's, you know, who's what. Just a well-placed question mark to ease the tension. You know? What's happening there? Where did Nasus go? Oh, there he go. No, okay, I'll try. I'll actually try get them both. Can't. Is what it is. Well, a very good hover by him, by the way. Okay. Very, very often when I miss my E, I will place the wall so as to kind of like, I don't know, kind of distract from it or and hope that she's gonna overextend. Bam ba da ba bam bam. We have 3 spinning cones of meat in this match, and I think it's gonna be really tough for me to not become one as well. Really, really tough. Because right now it looks like Nasus wants me to become one really soon. Somehow he's giving up the dragon. What's going on here? Okay. She's actually attacking Maiden. Look at that. How disrespectful of her, isn't it? Okay. It's not that bad, but still pretty horrible. Oh, I'm not gonna catch him, I think. I am, though. I need to ignite, because sometimes he can just crit and you can just die immediately, and, you know, I don't want to take that chance. Gyro or shawarma? I actually don't know. I don't think it's shawarma, but it's something close to that. Similar things. Not the same, but similar, you know. I'm level 14, bruh. So if no one's here, I could get things done. Whoops. We do need, you know. Okay. Karma going in? Sorry, Karma, I'm out. Our social contract has already expired a long time ago, so I can't really help her there. That was a good moment for us. I think we got towers and stuff. One that's insane is Black Cleaver, Spear, Hullbreaker, Bastion, and Sterox. Is Bastion really good to combine with non-lethality items because it doesn't get the sabotage? Hopefully he pushes it in time. Because we're going to get a lot here. I'm going to get all of the plates. If nobody recalls. Somebody has to recall. I'm going to get top tower and the middle tower. We need to petition that this... Oops. Okay. That it activates even when... Okay, I'm going to get top one only then. When you get a tower, that's when the sabotage activates as well. Oh no. That's all good. There we go. Got smacked. You know, no offense to this Darius, he's playing the game. Offense to Karma, because the Karma is the one who's flaming and inting. Darius is just trying to play the game. So, Darius, if you're watching this, I do apologize for... Okay. That was actually pretty intense. Very, very unlucky Avenger situation here. Also very lucky that she had barrier. I kind of miss those days when jungle was supposed to be like for kits that are for jungle clear. Because right now, he doesn't have anything to do with jungle clear, and he does clear it quite well. I kind of, you know, don't like it that much. Yeah, it's not like I play jungle or anything. The game felt kind of more pure in my eyes back when that was the case. A little bit more pure. I'll do an exception and join this fight. Just a quick exception. This one's enough to take the tower, by the way, if it doesn't die. Please don't die. Please don't kill it. Okay, they do. Interestingly, they do take the wave. Right? Okay, I'll make an exception. Whoops. Man, that's very unlucky. Actually, a bad play by me. Horribly played. But it should have been worse, actually, given the score, right? The problem, of course, is that I can't muscle him down from the jungle. As much as I would like to, I just cannot do it. Because he's just way too strong. And the problem with okay, let me say it from the other side. The OP aspect of muscling someone down from the jungle is that you can do it quickly enough so that, okay, you can do it quickly enough so that nobody comes, the Avengers don't avenge in time. But Nasus is one of those guys who he's gonna escape and you're just gonna die. Oh God, the F is this?
Worth or Unga Bunga.
Let's just sit in silence here, right? Hello, Boxer. Have you gotten Sunzel skin? No, I have not gotten it. Do you think I got it because of the short video that I created? What is up with this game?
100% voted romantic. Verdict romantic.
Did he say butt romantic there? I think he did. But romantic. My wife said that Spanish men sound like children a bit. I don't hear it. Gotta hit her with... I'm sorry. I'm only human, okay? I'm only human. We have a chance now. We have an opportunity now. Okay. You know what? Let me wait for Kaiza or anyone else here. Ari, Kaiza, you know, you give me anybody. Except Nasus, please. Don't make him walk here. I have no escape if he does. This guy as well, Okay, I'll try it. But romantic. What about that revenge? And now I kill this with the bastion breaker, right? There we go. I think this is the first official case where it was worth for me. Oh no, she's too strong. This is the first official case, I would say, yeah.
Worth or Unga Bunga.
Nice, I like this. This gives me hope a little bit, you know, in the build. I liked it, yeah. A very fitting name for Karma, you say. What is her name? C-word, P-word. Oh, these guys are inting together. Okay.
67% voted romantic. Verdict romantic.
He manages to say that but romantic. And you know, it's funny that that video is sort of kind of copyrighted because it's part of a song, but it's not copyrighted somehow. Man, this doesn't... The F is going on there. What? Why did they take it so easily? Okay. I'm trying to move these pieces over here. Okay. And for those of you who weren't here when I said this, yes, I am going to be playing League Classic. I'm going to be playing Singed, I'm going to be playing Gragas, and I'm going to be playing Cho'Gath. Okay, what the F is going on there? Oh my lordy lord goodness. Lordy goodness. You know, I'm gonna try to out macro this guy. There we go. Not really out macroing him too much though. Man, do I lose this? Oh lord, of course I do, because the Avengers are here. Yeah, well. We don't lose
Worth
too much.
or Unga Bunga.
It was Unga Bunga, yeah. Wasn't romantic at all. I feel like we have a good chance of winning this. I just have to stop, because if you look at the... Remember what I said about Karma, right? She was the spinning cone of meat. And you sometimes, you know...
100% voted Unga Bunga.
You sometimes
Verdict, Unga
become what you criticize. Now, of course, I would say it's not my fault, but I'm the one in the gray screen right now. I don't... No, I don't own that skin. And I don't intend of owning it. If they ever add a $250 skin for Yorick, we can think about it, you know, because I'm the one with the YouTube channel that is to do... Whoops. That is to do with Yorick, right? Why does this have a cooldown? Can someone explain? Okay, leaving ghouls to push this and going for milk. Children alone, father for going for milk. Nass is just farming the whole map, completely overpowered. I don't think I've ever won against this build when he's in the jungle. None of my junglers ever can deal with him. Okay. Question is, what can we do while he's dying? I don't think much. Maybe something. Oh lord. What the heck is going on here? I just cannot get away from
Worth
this
or
guy.
Unga Bunga.
What's going on here?
Is lifesteal boots good? I think yeah. They do big numbers, usually.
No votes.
What is going to be the last one? That's the big question. That's the big Q. You should make your skin that is yellow like your box on head skin, but it's green and says 250. Hello, Titus. Like the box is green? For money? Green for Monet? Okay. Please tell me he doesn't have vision of this. I need to do some macro. I need to win based on this macro that's gonna happen now. Nasus is completely overpowered. I can't do anything about him. Even though I'm packing heat, it doesn't matter. This is, by the way, a good spot because somebody might go from mid to there to defend, and I might get you know, kind of catch them. But now it's GP, so it wasn't exactly the same thing, but it was something. Oh Lord. Okay.
Worth or Unga Bunga.
Hopefully they stopped the Baron. Hopefully this stopped Baron. The box looks like money. I don't see it. I don't get it.
No votes.
I would get it if you said that it's a safe, and then you kind of open the safe, and that's where my head is, you know? But, man, who is the... Oh, it's Swain. Yeah, it's GG. It is GGG. They are trying to get both. Is Nasus really soloing it? That's the question. That's the big Q. I think he's soloing it. There's nothing I can do. I can just hide somewhere and hope that I'm gonna Unga Bunga somebody before the end. No.
Worth or Unga Bunga.
Oh, GG. GG. Make the shovel a money clip.
No votes.
How do you think about your builds and runes? What do you mean? So when I choose them? Well, today is because they buffed the bastion breaker. That's why I'm trying the bastion breakers. You know, just trying that. Oh, by the way, there's rank here. Never was. Used to not be there. By the way, please follow me on X, Games for Humans, also known as Studio G4H. Follow what I say. I do not share my political opinions there. I might like some posts sometimes. Very, 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 very like lightly I would touch upon anything, you know? Very, very lightly. I know that X is supposed to do that, you know, but you're supposed to do that on X, but I will very, very lightly do it sometimes. I think that you either make money telling your political opinions, or you become rich first and then you move masses by your opinions. Otherwise, you're wasting time. Followed you on my non-political account. Ba-dum-bum, 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 ba-dum.
Fear not.
Man, I yesterday was watching Kill Tony, and I know you're saying that as a joke, Titus, but depending on what you do, your timeline is completely... Like for me, it's all game dev and Waffle House fights. So no politics. I was watching Kill Tony yesterday, and there was this lady who was a life coach, and it's really hard to explain what happened there, but it was incredible to watch, absolutely incredible to watch. In Sweden, you can lose your job if you open what you vote for. It's disgusting. The losing job thing is really, I'm kind of split on it, because people need to have freedom of association, meaning that if I make a team of people, and let's say we want to work on my game, I should be able to fire you just because I don't like you. You know what I mean? I should be able to do that because it's my decision, it's my team, you know? I understand it gets kind of murky in bigger companies and whatever. And I should pay the price. Let's say I'm stupid, right? Let's say I fire you because of reasons that are false. And let's say that you are... Let's take a different example. Let's say you're 70 years old, right? And I fire you because I think that you cannot keep up with whatever, you know, AI trends or whatever. And let's say you were capable of doing that. It's my bad. I'm the you know, fool. But if I fire you because you cannot keep up with the trend stuff, you know, kind of because you're old, you should be able to do that. You know, I know that there's a bunch of laws against ageism and stuff, but I don't know. It feels like, I don't know. Bum ba bum ba bum. Bum ba bum ba bum. I think they have the Darius, don't they? The fat is mid. No, the fat is not mid. No. Kept asking the cute tiny Japanese gals visiting FIFA who they fought in their first Waffle House visit. What are you talking about? It sounds funny, but I don't understand what you're talking about. What's the deal with Waffle House? We don't have that in Latvia. I almost wish that they made one for us. Darius is now getting kills. Why didn't he get kills on my team? What are we doing? Man, such worth, because it was a bluff, first of all. Second of all, she lost a lot of health. Now I wait a little bit. Just a tiny bit. And I hit that E. And I hit that smack. And she's really low. Really low. Okay, what's going on here? But why Waffle House? That's what I don't get. We do have Hesburger, you know, and it's like a McDonald's copy. European version of a McDonald's copy. And Darius might go for a gank before the red buff, though. I have to be careful. And we do have some fights in the Hesburger. I think it's a Finnish, some kind of a company. Björger company. And okay. They smack her. Big time, in fact. And we do have some fights there, but what's the deal with the Waffle House? It's so funny, man. When I saw the word Waffle House, first of all, it's a funny name. And the fact that there are fights there all the time is just... It couldn't be more. You cannot make that stuff up. If you have an infinite... If you would have an infinite intelligence, like a god who's creative, 100% creative all the time, he cannot make that up. It's only humans who can do that. The fat is dead for some reason over here. I don't know how that happened. Oops, that's because of Ignite. Let me take that, thank you. I'll take that 24. Oh, it's because it's 24 hours open. That makes sense a little bit, you know. Makes sense a little bit. Oh, I should have used my cage. Oh, she would have died. Why didn't I use my cage? Lordy lord. Would have been a 1-0. Trolled it. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Darius is inting away his camps, it looks like. A little bit. Oh, that was a bad miss. Now I think I have to go back home. This game I could try to build the this thing first. Could prove to be... Yeah, if something's open 24/7 and it doesn't have security or something, it could be. You get inebriated, have a Waffle House, eat some waffles, then pick a fight. We actually have, so we have this old town, as usual, you know, man, the fat is inting. Look at that. We have this old town, as in, you know, I guess in most cities you have. I don't know if you have that in the United States, but I feel like most European cities, they usually have that old town. Oh, you don't have that in the United States because, well, you're not that old. That's the basic truth of it. And yeah, people usually in old towns, there are bars there and people go and, you know, the males who haven't succeeded in the night, they will come and pick the fights, and which is like, man, it's so embarrassing that they do that. That's so embarrassing. Okay. Whoops. Mr. Inta. Mr. Inta over there. Okay. Bam 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 ba dum. No flash. Not worth. We'll see though. Gragas top, Kale mid, Darius bot. Are you making a joke that he's like a bot who's inting? Bum ba bum. Bum ba dum. Man, why would you ever optimize against Braum? I know that they're trying to help people who are starting off, but bro, why would you optimize against Braum? I get that he's 2-0, but bruh, you know? $17.76. Is he like... Does he like have flash? Oops! Oh, that's why you should optimize against him. Wow.
Worth or Unga Bunga.
What's going on here?
Oh, you thought Darius is ADC or support? No, no, no. He's... Yeah. Oh, 250, baby. That... Yeah, I get that it's... I get it's 250, but, you know, Old Town in Riga is like from, you know, 800, 900 and stuff. So, yeah, you know, there's nothing was built there. Obviously, I'm not saying that it's bad. It's someone, if someone that young can basically take over the world, you kind of gotta give them credit for that. I've never understood why Rammstein, when they made the song "We All Living in America," I know that they kind of, and most people see that song as a shot, but how is that a shot if they won? You know, if the British won. How is that a shot? I don't get it. I guess it's a shot at the consumer culture or something, but that's not, you know, that's not the fault of the winners. Apparently France, before United States did the Hollywood thing and took over the film, apparently France was the film place. And there's a theory that because of the World War, France kind of fell away, you know? I don't have Maiden, so I'm bluffing here. Yeah, I'm bluffing here a bit. Okay. What's led you to choose Singed Gradius Classic? Because I've played Singed back when we had the corrupting potions, because there was like this very interesting proxy gameplay where it was really, really overpowered. If you were stacking those dark seals, and they kind of gave you extra from potions or something like that. And you could stack many dark seals and get a lot of from the potions, you know. That's why I want to do that. Darius is gonna come from the bushes. You'll see. Pretty soon he's gonna do that. There he is. I've recently started rediscovering Coca-Cola, by the way, and you know, I've been hypnotized by the corporations, I guess, but I do feel good. You know, it's one of those interesting things which they say that it has a detrimental effect. Obviously, I'm drinking the one with no sugar because, well, yeah, the sugar is pretty bad. They say that it's still bad, but compared to what? If you ask yourself, compared to what? It's always like very, very minor. Man, these guys inting. Very, very minor compared to, like, I don't know, eating a chunk of cheese, you know? Whoops. Hopefully I don't int away that dragon. Okay. What is she doing? What are you doing? That's that roaming Kale, you know? That's that roaming Kale we have there. It's the Mother Chica Chica Farm Club. There we go. Okay. It's the mother effing Chica Chica. Chica Chica. For some reason, YouTube started to recommend older videos for me. I love it. Well, YouTube smart. Where's she going? Okay. Man, that's funny. That's pretty effing funny, I gotta say. I also want to see what happened with that. Oops, she could catch her. Nah. Or does she? Nope. Okay, I need to start smacking this guy. Where do you think he's going next? I need to know very quickly when he appears on the horizon. Really, really quickly, I need to know that. Now my whole job is to get him. Because I'm ahead, I can get him. And if I can hold him down, just like in martial arts, you get that elbow, you get that neck, whatever, you hold it. Unfortunately, it looks like he's not going here. He should, because there's a buff here. Does he have vision or something? Where are you, mister? Darius? Where are you? Did you really go here? What is he doing? He must be coming over this pretty soon. There's no way he's... Oops. Oh my. Yeah, that's super unlucky the way Kale... Oh, actually, she doesn't have the thing. That's kind of funny. This is absolutely game winning, I think. The fact that she didn't have R is just, you know, the luckiest thing in the universe.
Was that romantic?
It
Vote
was
now.
romantic, yeah. Thank you for bringing up the vote. Whoops. E-daisies. You got no clear and no Tiamat. Beautifully played.
100% say romantic.
I don't have clear,
Verdict, romantic.
yes, but I have some packed heat, you know? And sometimes, I wouldn't say always, but sometimes when you're packing heat, whoops, there we go. I think, specifically against this champion, packing heat is useful. Because the more you can, obviously, you know, she's like, there's like this invisible moment where she can just out heal you if you don't have enough damage, and that's just a sad moment if that happens. I think he wants to gank me. Oh, she warded this. Okay. She does have the ult now, by the way, so I gotta be really careful fighting them. If I choose to. I don't care about that wave, by the way. It's way more important that Mr. Darius gets smacked. Oh, he's not even here, so... No harm, no foul. Okay. it's really important that I hit my E's here in these close quarter situations, and if I don't, then I gotta leave immediately. Mr. Tom Kench, let's work together to get this CLB flinch off our backs for the whole remainder of the game. Why is he so fast? What the F is going on? Why is he so on the map, you know? Don't overextend. It's very useful that we got that ult. Now I think they shouldn't be able to get the dragon, I think. Right? Yeah. That was a really good play by Mrs. Elise. Unfortunately, what's going on there? We can't? We cannot? Please? Packing heat, man. Just packing some heat, and she doesn't have anything. This Elise, though, is the top G, I think. She's the top G. If we end up winning this, I think that moment in these bushes was instrumental. I'll take that, thank you. Again, I need to know fast when he's coming. That's why this word, I put it there. Oh, they have vision. That's how I know. That's how I know they have vision, guys, because of that Umbral Glaive. By the way, Umbral Glaive diff, I would have died there. I would have sat there. I guarantee you I would have sat there if I didn't have Umbral Glaive. Because I saw it doesn't have this. Tom Kench, it's your time. It's your time. Can that ghoul actually... Oops, there's a lot of slicing and dicing that could go on there. There's that Mr. Darius again. Did he get his red buff? I'll take these, thank you. Does he have the jungle item that gives movements? I have no idea about the jungle items, I'm sorry. I'm getting sliced and diced there. What is this? Gragas is a bit inting, I would say. This would be a game where I would be trolling and not trying to end because I just want to have some more smacks in. But the problem about this match is that Kayle is going to scale and we will lose if we don't. So I gotta end, you know, I cannot int away this. Yes, about how much speed. Yeah, I understand the chain of you know, this dialogue there. I think I come off sometimes as a little bit dismissive, even though I don't mean it. I don't know if that's the right word, though. I gotta say, I feel like, I still feel like Cyrilda's, no, the Profane Hydra is a bit better as a first item. It's a tiny bit cheaper, it gives you like this, you know, it gives you the ability to just kind of like sit in that bush after you take all of the camps and stuff, you know. I don't know. I think this is gonna be the last game for today. Maybe 2 more, but very possibly just 1. items. I'd say Voltaic is better if I had. How do you calculate that, Mr. Eternal Justice? The other day I was thinking, what does a question mean? And I was kind of tying myself into a knot in my mind. It's like one of those things where you say a word and again and again and again and it doesn't make any sense. And I was thinking, is there something to it, or can you like, when you ask enough about anything, it's not gonna make sense. Your head you clear faster since you do more damage from more items. Thoughts on thoughts. You know that show Thoughts for Your Thoughts from Parks and Recreation? The thing, Mr. Eternal Justice, that I want to kind of, debate you on. Let's say I'm ahead. What if I buy Profane, and since I'm ahead, I have the upper hand, I have the prio, which means that I can farm faster and I can farm their jungle faster, thus making me even more ahead. So wouldn't the argument be that actually when you're ahead, you should do the Profane, because you win the 1v1 anyway, so you can kind of afford to have that, you know what I mean? You can afford to have that extra smack, AoE smack. And wouldn't that make more sense? You know? That's true, but if you're slightly ahead, you might not. What about the active use? Isn't the active use actually more damage than the Voltaic? It's probably not, though. I feel like the Voltaic it's just barely better if you count in the active use from the Profane. I feel like it's just barely better. And, of course, it's more expensive. My logic goes something like this. You buy the Cyclo Sword only if you cannot do the 1v1, just kind of like as a desperate attempt to be able to do the 1v1, you know what I mean? So that's what, because here's what happens. Let's look at it from the other point of view. Here's what happens when you lose and you get Profane. Exactly the opposite happens. It doesn't matter that you can push because you're weak and you cannot invade because you're gonna int and be behind even more. So it doesn't make sense to get Profane Hydra if you're behind. It's like, it definitely doesn't make sense to do that, you know? Just buy Hullbreak every time you win the 1v1. It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. I just, you know, I don't know. The thing is that mid, you always win the 1v1. With or without the Hullbreaker. They got rid of the slow. Oh yeah, it doesn't have the slow anymore. No, it doesn't have the slow. I really do feel like against Vagar, I again need to opt for boots first. What do you think? I dislike Ambessa as a champion. I did like that in Arcane she was a little bit of a unique character. I think she was in the bath with some guys or something. And I remember seeing it and thinking, oh, that's unique. Kind of fresh, you know, to see something like that. But as a character, I did not appreciate her at all. And I don't appreciate her in the game. Why is Caitlyn's eyelash out from under the, you know, why is it above the hair? Or is the hair transparent? No, Eternal Justice, I'm sorry, I'm just out of principle not gonna do that. You know what she reminds me of here? 28 Days Later. I remember in the first movie, it was very well made, and one of the things that they did was they kind of just made the eyes red, and I remember I was so scared of that movie. It's just, you know, I was incredibly scared of it. It was so well done, so well made. You'll survive with Merc Treads. You know, let me live fast. You know, I saw this and I already think, nah, we're not winning this game. I got that feeling, you know. I got that feeling. I can try a level 3 top. Okay. I think he's gonna smack me because of the ward. We'll see. Boots diff. Immediate value. Immediate insane value here. Okay. He shouldn't have hit that, I think. Interesting. Interesting choice by him. And what's interesting about boots, which is also something that you can never ever calculate, is that boots give your ghouls also 25. So in that sense, boots are an offensive item for Yorick. I know that they are offensive item for everybody because you can reach them and hit them, but it's like a poke offensive item, you know. None of the mages sort of have it as a poke offensive item. You know what I mean? No rabble rousing. No. I decided to go against rabble rousing because it clouds my mind. I become my IQ goes down when I play with that rune because I will overextend in very stupid ways. So, random question: what do you think was the golden age of Family Guy before it became like stale and bad? Oops. Diff. Again, boots diff, right? A lot of boots diff today. So I think that Mr. Lee Sin, who is blind, I think he's in the bot somewhere. I think he's somewhere. Man, I would appreciate if Zhao was also tracking them, so I don't have to do it all by myself, you know. Okay. Okay. Ricky Nelson. Could you please confirm where did you got the Ricky Nelson? Ricky Nelson or Double Nelson? You mean? Numbers would suggest 2006. Yeah, Double Nelson. It's no, it's like a move from wrestling. It's when you're at the back of the person and you put your hands in their armpits, like below their arms, and it's the thing. It's the move that all the kids do usually in the playground. And you hold them, like you wrap around your arms from the inside, around the shoulders, and you hold them from the back of the head. And apparently it's a meme in wrestling community that everybody thinks it's a really strong hold, but it sucks. Because if you know how to deal with it, the person's actually, the person doing it is effed. Something like that. But yeah, it's just a move. It's not from a movie. Now, where does the word originate from? I have no idea. So, don't ask me that. Please. Gotta hit him with that triangle choke. I used to think that that's some sort of a specific move that you can actually do, but triangle choke is almost impossible in real life. It's like, you know, when Dwight was talking about the triangle choke, I thought that he's tripping because, bro, you know, how are you supposed to do it? It's apparently a very new move if you go by history of wrestling moves. Big are mad. Boots diff. Man, such a good predict. If you rewind, I was basically in my mind. Again, it's gonna sound like I'm really gloating here, but I was kind of thinking, okay, he's. It's hard to explain. I was just listening to his like movements, and what he does is he tries to do his Q on cooldown, and you can kind of predict that he's gonna move towards you. I'm gonna try to do that again now. Whoops. Well.
What's going on here?
Whoops. These guys.
Worth or Unga Bunga.
This is Onga Bonga, man. Is it really because I don't have flash that this happens always to me, you know? Oh, you have Nelson, double Nelson, full Nelson. I actually don't know what is a full Nelson then in this case. I guess Nelson is when you get one arm?
60% voted Worth. Verdict Worth.
I think he's here. Okay. I think he's somewhere there. He might be doing the those things. Oh god, I will lose this on you. What you doing, Brand? We do... Oh! We do not appreciate his business here. Again. All because of boots, by the way, that I survived this one. There's no way I would have survived it without boots. There's just no way. Oh, Nami, this is such a good roam. Thank you very much for coming now. Very useful. Although, if we catch him... No.
Worth or Unga Bunga?
Unga bonga. A pretty definite Unga bonga there. How many Unga bongas was that? What?
75% voted Unga
Apparently
Bunga.
the arm triangle choke will take someone
Verdict,
offline
Unga
in...
Bunga.
Oh, the arm... What is an arm triangle choke? I thought the triangle choke... No, I'm pretty sure the triangle is with your legs. Maybe you're thinking like the elbow, making a triangle from the... from behind? I gotta take this out. Guillotine choke is the one from behind. Yeah, but I was just thinking that maybe you think it's the triangle because it looks like a triangle. When you make it with the with your you know, you make sort of like a triangle with your elbow. There he is. Yeah, I'm pretty much behind now because of all the roams again. That's not a great... He thought he got hit. Now I can try to catch this guy. He's 3-0, man. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I gotta wait now. I really gotta wait. Whoops. Ambassa coming in. Let's do this. Like we need to muscle him down and then start playing the game. As they say. Whoops, I'm out of there. I'm leaving Maiden to fight and I'm out of there. It's so bad that it's so sad that Ambessa didn't come with us, but you know it's not her fault. She just made a choice there. This guy's playing fast. This guy's playing fast. Bum bum. Interesting that he caught her. That's really interesting. Okay. Don't do that. Gotta run away because this guy might chase me. Oh, please don't come from this place. Please don't do that. Yeah, he's not. Why didn't he leave is probably a better question. Yeah. More apt question. What does the word apt mean? I know that it means what the phrase you used mean, but what does the word like mean in vacuum? This guy's fed already. That's it. There's no way I can play against this guy anymore.
Worth or
You
unga
know
bunga?
what? I'm gonna say it's worth. Of course, if he dies, then it's worth. Not if he doesn't. I might have to be a little bit smarter here, and I gotta put my ego aside and get this thing. Otherwise, I'm gonna just keep dying and dying.
It's a tie.
Apt appropriate. Merc treads diff. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. The thing is, I gotta not let myself be caught in that situation. And that's it. That's how I play this lane. That's how easy and simple it can be. Okay, did he recall? He's chasing me, right? He's chasing me. He has been fed. Whoops.
Worth or unga bunga?
Yes. You know what? Since I already didn't buy the threads, I'm not gonna go for the route that I need to go. My ego is already like it's already in the build, so there's no coming back from this.
No votes.
Your avatar looks Amish. I can see that. I think you're thinking of the Weird Al video where he does the Gangster Paradise, but he does the Amish Paradise, right? And he has very, very similar glasses. I'm not sure what exactly is what other features there are that... Okay. There he is. I really gotta put my ego aside and just not play against him, okay? And play against this guy. Because that's what I need to do. That is what I need to do. Okay. I think he recalled, so... No, there he is. Well, who did that little slap? I heard it. I don't know which is the best place to wait for this guy. He's gonna hop away anyway, so I might as well just wait here. But if he hops away with no health, you know. It's pretty... Oh, he's actually gonna go to the dragon. Because why wouldn't he, right? Now I'm exposed. Yeah. There he is. We won this fight by me just simply walking. Yeah, exactly, flank Rick, yeah. Mister, don't do it. I'm exhausting immediately and igniting immediately because he can easily get away. But I guess he was too shocked because the bushes, whoops, were quivering. I'll take that, thank you. 20 seconds until he spawns. I don't know if I have time, but I'll try. I could buy Ghost Blade and just run to his blue buff, but... Is that dumb? I think it is. Let's see, maybe if I succeed, this is gonna be a clip. The best prediction of the enemy jungle and buying of the item situationally of all time, if I do that. Okay? All I need to do is get him and get his red buff. That's it. Oh, Lord. Well. It is the thought that counts. It is also the flank that counts, by the way, by that Kog'Maw, right? Isn't it? What the F you doing, bro? It was a semi-success, you know. It would have been much cooler if I just sit in a bush. Oh, no, it actually... No, it was not a success at all. She already used everything, so it's all good. I had to smack it. Just adding chaos to the situation. Okay. I would call this a somewhat victory, actually. What the F are you doing? He has all kinds of magic resist items. Is this you, Eternal Justice? Man, I think he's... Oh, there he is. What the F is going on there? This is such a... When this works out, let me tell you, it's such a fun gameplay when you track the enemy jungler and just go wherever he goes. Because, again, one of the, if not the biggest problem for Yorick is that he's incredibly predictable with his maid and with his ghouls and whatever, right? But when you just show up in a bush... Whoops. Okay. When you just show up in a bush... that's when you're the one who's unpredictable. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Greed. The greed is real. There he is, okay. Oh, there she is. I don't want to fight that. I saw a video where a snake bit a guy's face. Okay, Ambessa's gonna take that. That's funny. There he is. He doesn't have any jungle camps, so he goes to the dragon, which is fine. It's a fine choice. I've seen a lot of lot of Nami bubbles this match, and I do appreciate those. Okay. The question is, where's he going? I haven't been back. I've been tracking him so much that I haven't really been back. I think he could hit me with that sonic ball, so I gotta kind of sit a little bit on the side. Now he's going to his... Okay. I had no choice, because I wanted to go here, but she just, you know, she was there, so I I had no choice but to do something, you know. I think we're gonna die here for this. I think he's pinging like mad. Whoops. Yeah, we can't get this time. Careful, careful. Ambassador's TPing everywhere. Doesn't matter. Doesn't hit it, doesn't matter. Well, GG, that's the last game for today, my friends. Thank you for watching this. Any burning questions? I can answer them quickly. I think we should do it, don't you? Why do we want to troll this? We don't have to troll it. Oh, I guess we're trolling by not getting Baron, and that's in that case. Or are we? No. Do I stand corrected? Was Mercs not worth this game? I will say, yeah, you lost. But seriously, I think that we would have won easily, even with the Mercs. Yeah. I don't think that anything made a difference, you know? How is Yorick jungle? Well, it's easy. You know, you just win mid and then go jungle. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching this, and I'll see you next time. Maybe, and I can't promise you 100%, but maybe next time you will again see my real face. The 2D real face, because I'm really close to building it back up. Really, really close. Really, really close. Thanks to Elon Musk and his grok. Right? And the reason, like a bigger reason why I want that is that I just want to give you a little bit of my 2 cents of what is going on here. This is cool, right? Whoa, what is this? Cool beans, I like this. Let me tell you what happens with 3D. It is another dimension, and it accumulates so many problems, even though you... Like, this seems to kind of work right now, you know, all of the stuff, like, for example, let's, you know, looking at Cassiopeia, for example, like inspecting her, right? It kind of works, and for the inspection, it's fine, as a feature, like as an engine that does it. But the 2D version, it will have, it is going to be much easier to add features to it that actually work. I think, but I'm not making too much sense now. I'm just gonna show you when it's done, and I'm gonna explain you what is different about it, because adding the third dimension like introduces like so much complexity to the whole thing. Is that metal that joins the human to snake? Actually, I don't know. Let's see. No, nobody is zooming like this. Kids, close your eyes. Kids, close your eyes. Yeah, it's probably not joining it. It's probably not joining it. What are these bananas? Are these the things that Soraka throws? Can you show with skins? Yes. Stolen Soraka's bananas, yeah. She looks like a vampire, by the way. That's something I a little bit don't like. The F? I didn't know that there's a there's a tongue there. Can you get the classic models? Maybe I will. I don't yet know. Why does she have some sort of Wolverine fingers? Well, the skins are loading. I can see other... Long story short, what I was trying to say about the 2D avatar is that if I have a situation where everything is 2D, for example, let me give you like a very easy example. Imagine the old avatar, right? Let's say that you do the emoji and it falls down, right? Right now it's in the 3D. It looks kind of cool, but it's not really connected with anything. It's just kind of floats down, and you know, there's a problem with I think with the light or something. The F is going on over here, guys. Okay, let's zoom it back out, okay, before I get demonetized. Why are some of them working and some of them are not? Okay, I need to check it out. Their textures are broken. But for example, if I do the 2D avatar and everything is sort of 2D, for example, when you throw an emoji, it can really interact with the whole scene. You know, it's hard to explain, so I'm gonna stop and I'll just show you when it's done. So what is wrong with these skins? Now this one definitely has some I'm not gonna zoom into it more. Fortunately, they have not drawn it in such a way that I have to actually censor the stream. But some of them are working, yeah. Some of her teeth are missing in this one. What the F is going on there? She's blind, isn't she? She's... Oh, I get it. She's blind, so that's why she's trying to make everyone else blind. With that petrifying gaze. No fangs here? Okay. She's covered herself up nicely. You know, it's a little bit more like a respectful situation here. Is that the Spirit Blossom skin? I think it is. Where are their pants in front of her eyes here? What is that? I'm actually kind of curious. What animation is what animation is that kind of from? Because very often you will see these animations play the thing. Okay, so is it dance? Oh, it actually gone now. What the F happened there? I don't know where the pants went. Okay, sorry that the engine kind of restarted because of the skins. I'll do one more try there. I'm really curious, why are there pants in front of her eyes? Okay. Just hold on a second. Just hold on a second. Man, it keeps crashing because I guess the skins are too much or something. Let's hope that it works because I'm really curious about the pants. That might become a short. You might have noticed that whenever I see something interesting on stream, I will make a short about it on my YouTube's channels. By the way, follow me on X, please. Studio G4H. Studio G4H. Games for humans. While this is happening. While it's not okay. Let me check Telegram real quick. My mom thinks that I shouldn't use Telegram because it's filled with viruses, but all you have to know is that drug dealers use it, which means that it's the safest one. Obviously, because they have the most to lose, right? That's how you can know that something is safe and they cannot access your messages. It's not like I'm sending anything that, obviously privacy is really important, but 99 times out of 100 people are never sending anything really worth reading, so. I don't know what's happening with the engine. Where is she now? Oh man, that's the only one that's disabled now, right? Written paper post is more secure. I would say no. There's a chance that someone's gonna just read it. I think the ones that weren't working were kind of disabled, maybe. Yeah. I like this one. What is happening with her neck? This one looks like Nami, by the way. Almost exactly as Nami. I saw a video that apparently babies don't care about snakes when they're really, really young. They pet them. And the video was like made in sort of like trying to say that babies are very peaceful and stuff. But bro, you're just, you're not, risk averse. Okay, it doesn't work. Brax, maybe I'll, maybe I'll, maybe I'll find it out. Just so we don't have anything hide, doesn't, yeah, I agree, 100%. I'm not saying that people, 100%. It just sets a precedent. If you can read messages from regular people, it just sets like the bar is closer to abuse, I understand 100% that. I used to be really annoyed at people who said that, oh, you don't read my messages, and I thought, man, you don't have anything to be read. But no, it's a huge thing. It's an absolutely huge thing. Unfortunately, I feel like we're really past that, which again doesn't mean that we shouldn't fight for it, or at least write a stern message to your local authority. Don't read my messages. But yeah, in Latvia, it's funny. Today I was thinking about how few of us are there. Like Latvians, we are like 1.5 million, maybe a little bit more. But if you don't count the ones that are out of the country, it's such an exclusive language. I used to think it's like a useless language to speak, but now I feel like people might see it as exotic, One thing you'll say, I used to say no to. Nah, you know why I won't do it? Because in my mind, I shouldn't have been in the situation where he catches me, so I can use my boots to run around and heal and do damage to jungle camps, which Mercury's threads do nothing against. That's why I wasn't doing it. I wasn't buying them. It's not like I don't understand that it's better 1v1. But obviously you're right in the sense that I got caught, so Yes, if I was better at running away, yeah. But since I got caught. Okay, enough of this. Thank you for watching this, and I will see you next time. Hopefully, I will see the old avatar. You will see the old avatar in new vibes. In new vibes. Okay. 07. Indeed.